I chose to work on Jean Piaget theory. Piaget is a French theorist like others, such as Erikson, Bodley, Vygotsky, Franz Skinner, Watson, Bruno, and others. They developed or study theories, respectively, in the particular field of study, such as psychology, philosophy, or science. Jean Piaget studied psychology and tried to theorize the cognitive development of a child. And according to Jean Piaget, the development of a child occurs in four stages. Stage one is sensory motor stage, stage two is proportional stage, stage three is concrete operational stage, and stage four is formal operational stage. What happened in those stages? Stage one, sensory motor stage, a child is developing the five senses: taste, hearing, sight, smell, and touch. And in that stages, a child is more comfortable with his mom, and he's not so friendly because he's living in a macro environment, and he couldn't accept others to involve in his life, and he's constantly cry a lot, and his talking is not clear, and he try to produce sounds, and we as adults have to try to understand what he's saying. And in stage two, proportional stage, a child is growing up, and we can notice from the stage the egocentric behavior, which the child is more things belongs to himself, and he doesn't want to share with others. And we can also notice that during this stage, a child is using his hands a lot and try to model things, try to play with things, is because he is developing his motor fine. And at this stage also, it's the beginning of him to try to play with others, and uh, develop his social life. And when he learned things at this age, is he learned through pictures, through image, and game a lot. He played a lot. And from a stage three, complete operational stage, the brain become more realistic, logical. The brain of a child is organized, and he could understand clearly what we say. He understand the instruction. He understand the brain understand what we ask to do, and the brain is systematic, because when we ask in that stage someone to tell a story, and once he finishes a story and we ask him to recall back to retell the story, and a child is able to recall back the story, and how the brain is efficient at that age. And when we look at the fourth stage, which is formal operational stage, we can see that the brain is mature, and we can see that the critical thinking, the rational thinking is present, and he thinks a lot, which the metacognition is efficient, and he can do things better than the other stages. And he can also recognize things. For example, in mathematics, when he calculates things through shapes, and he can identify formulas, and he can find ways to link, to find the best way to find the answer for that activity. And also, when we discuss something, he can give his opinion. He can discuss. He can justify. He can explain his opinion based on his personal thought. And also, he can give deduction or conclusion or solution to what he's associating or he's talking about. And when we look at the second slide, in the second slide, we try to discuss how uh, the the brain is working. And we can see the picture here, the picture of a child. He's looking at something, and at that age he couldn't speak, and he can only use his eyes to see things and identify things. And her brain is working and try to categorize and try to memorize these things into a folder. And when you look at these white papers, here is different things that can be an object, or can be an animal, or that he see, and try to memorize them without knowing the name. And that's we call schemas. And when we move to the next picture here, we can see that the number of schemas here is grow because he learned so many things. And here once we he's learned new things, and he already know see the picture, but he couldn't know the name. And when he linked the name and the picture that he already memorized, here we are talking about assimilation. And when we looked at accommodation, that involved with what he already know, and he process it and try to make a link and memorize these things. And when he grew up at the stage of stage 4, for example, here we can see that in this place, the folder here represents so many things that the brain is recording, is organizing, and memorizing. And the adolescent here is trying to make a balance between things that he learned and things that he learn at school, he learn at home. And when something is not useful, then the brain can eliminate and put again another new things that he learned. So to conclude, Jean Piaget theory categorized human cognitive development in 4 stages. Each stage is considered as milestone in child development. His theory encourages student-centered learning, which a child construct and find answers by themselves as constructivism. Environment and experiences lived help a child to develop physically and mentally. This come to an end of my presentation. Thank you.